Hey! Shooting right towards me. Oh my goodness.
A group of friends was enjoying a beautiful day, cycling through a wooded trail, completely unaware of the chilling surprise awaiting them further along their path. As they rounded a bend, the tranquil scene shattered with the appearance of a lone figure blocking their way. A man stood ahead, a pistol clearly visible in his hand, gesturing for them to stop. Intimidated and overwhelmed by fear, the friends had no choice but to immediately hit their brakes. With their hearts pounding, the friends could only brace themselves for what the armed stranger would do next.
Have you seen it up there?
No.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm positive. We were at the mine.
What's wrong, me?
I haven't seen him.
Thanks, bro.
Oh my God, Jesus. My dad, though.
The man approached them, asking if they'd seen his stolen silver Subaru Baja, his tone tense and desperate. They told him they hadn't, and after a few uneasy moments, he moved on. It soon became clear his aggression came from panic. His car had likely been stolen while he camped nearby. Armed with a pistol and still holding a beer, he had set out to find it. Though he may have only wanted his vehicle back, confronting strangers with a gun was terrifying. Thankfully, the friends escaped unharmed, but the chilling encounter left a lasting reminder of how quickly things can turn dangerous in the wilderness. And you're about to see another clear example of that in this next video. Meet Jordan and Lee, a couple whose YouTube channel is a testament to living life unconstrained by societal norms. Their journey is all about embracing each day, reconnecting with nature, and finding freedom through slow travel and adventure. They often explore diverse locations, using drones to capture breathtaking aerial views for their audience. But while camping in the remote wilderness of Utah, a routine drone flight took a sudden, alarming turn, introducing them to a stranger whose presence was anything but serene. They had been enjoying a few days of camping in Utah, ready to launch their drone for their usual stunning aerial shots, when an individual approached them with an unsettling intensity.
Hey, is that your drone?
It is.
Sitting right over my camp?
Oh.
It's over here.
I see a over there. A minute ago it was over my camp.
It literally hasn't gone past my head.
Bullshit.
It literally hasn't.
Bullshit.
I can show you my videos.
Listen, that's
Sir.
where I'm staying. Don't fly your drone over
You
my
think I
camp.
care about your camp more than these mountains?
You want me to kick your Is that the best result?
Is that the way you want to go? I mean,
I'll go that way. I don't
bro,
have a
no
problem
one's
with it.
trying to
We'll
look
put the
into your
drone away.
camp.
We'll put the drone away.
I'm just trying to get these mountains.
That's the answer.
That's not
Okay.
the answer. I'm gonna get
F
shots.
off. You put the drone over my camper, I'm gonna kick your
That's fine. Look, the drone will not go beyond this fan.
It has not a minute ago.
Well, if it did, I apologize. But
You off. I'm gonna kick your so you get it
Okay.
over there again.
yeah,
You understand?
sure, I
Good.
understand.
You had the right answer.
Sorry about that. We'll put the.
I'm
He's
not
just
putting
trying
it-
to get the mountain.
I'm just trying to get the mountains. I have nothing
The
to do with
mountain's
this.
over there.
Yes, look,
You just had it over my camp.
because I'm shooting going towards the mountain.
I don't care what you're shooting.
Going towards the mountain.
We'll put
Don't
it
put the drone over my camp. You understand?
We won't put the drone over your.
Just stop talking
Do
to
you
him. Stop talking
understand?
to him. Sir, I told you
You
it
don't
won't.
want to wipe your
I
up
said
off
it won't
their
go
surface.
past the van. I
Do
said,
it again,
Sure,
and I'll you up.
sure. It
You
won't
want
go
to do
past.
the mountain? Do the mountain.
It won't go past the van. I already said that.
Good answer.
I said that before.
Dude, I'll shoot the drone out of the air, and I'll kick the out of your
Sure,
ass.
sure. I won't bring it towards your van.
Good idea.
Yes.
You just put the drone away.
I'm not putting the drone away. I'm getting my shot like I was in the first place.
Excuse me?
Sir, just go back
You
to
wanna talk about some more?
I said I'm not putting the drone away like she said because I'm going to get my shot. And then I'll put the drone away.
But he's not gonna go over your.
I'm not going to your RV, dude.
You already were. I'm about to kick anyways.
I can literally show you the videos
I'm
I
about
took.
to you up anyways.
Okay.
So knock it
Okay,
off.
we're done. We're done.
Don't put it over my
Sure,
camp.
I already said that.
That's all you have
That's
to.
fine.
Then shut the up, dude.
You're still here.
I am.
Hey, stop.
And you're about to get ready to get in trouble.
You just put the drone away. It's not worth it.
Dude, just go away.
No, you just watch yourself.
Bro, I'm not flying it over.
That's enough.
Shut your
You're
mouth.
talking to me.
I am.
Okay, we're done then. We're done.
That's enough.
I won't fly it near your RV, like I said before.
Dude,
okay? Deal?
Is this your place?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Do something.
A man stormed up to Jordan and Lee, demanding to know if the drone flying overhead was theirs. He insisted it was over his camp and quickly turned hostile, threatening violence despite Jordan's repeated assurances that the drone hadn't crossed into his space and would be kept away. As Jordan tried to de-escalate and even offered to put the drone away, the man's threats intensified. He warned he would shoot it down and physically assault them if it came near his camper again. Lee urged Jordan to stop engaging and pack it up, recognizing the situation wasn't worth the risk. Even after confirming the area was his, the man continued his aggressive intimidation before finally walking off. Unnerved and concerned he might return, Jordan and Lee decided to pack up and leave immediately, choosing safety over further confrontation. Sometimes your biggest danger isn't wild animals or ghosts. It's other people, and sometimes it's the weapons they carry. You're about to see exactly why in this next video. Meet Darren of Darren's Northern Life, known for sharing fishing and outdoor adventures. But in December 2018, on the last day of Manitoba's deer season, a routine outing took a tense turn. Arriving at a familiar hunting spot, Darren noticed a suspicious truck and became convinced its occupants were trespassing and illegally road hunting on the land.
Well, I just took a walk up to the corner here just to see if there's anything in the field yet. I'll be going back down over here where I stand. But I get here, and wouldn't you know it, there's another person sitting right there in a truck with his cargo light on. I can guarantee you he doesn't have permission in this piece here. Otherwise he'd be sitting in one of those bail blinds that they have. And he's clearly not hunting this piece. For one, I could almost guarantee he doesn't have permission, and two, where he's sitting he wouldn't even be able to shoot through this tree line here. It's too thick. So, yeah, just another trespasser, poacher. Flipping road hunters.
Determined not to let the trespassers ruin his final hunt, he returned to his spot and tried to ignore them. But around 6 p.m., just before legal hunting time ended, a bullet suddenly whizzed past his head, shattering the calm and jolting him with fear.
Oh my goodness, that bullet just came over my head. Sounded like a hit though. You freaking idiot. Oh. Man, I wish there were some bigger trees here. This guy's gonna frickin' kill me. He's shooting right towards me. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least there's some trees between us now. Idiot. Well, that's exciting.
As more shots rang out, Darren realized he was directly in the line of fire. Terrified, he scrambled for cover, fearing for his life and wishing for better protection from the unseen shooter. After narrowly avoiding being hit, he decided to confront the suspected hunters. Finding their parked car empty, he photographed the license plate, just as the men returned and demanded to know what he was doing. Darren, shaken but resolute, explained that someone had shot at him, asserting he had the incident recorded on video, with a bullet literally flying over his head.
How much, self?
How much? Taking pictures of the license plate. Is something wrong? Everything all right?
Somebody shot at me. I got on video. Literally, a bullet came flipping right over my head.
Two shots earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like around
Shot
4
at you.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Where
Somebody
were you?
walking down the edge of Hugings Field here.
Yeah, there was a guy walking on the end of the trail here.
So I was on the far side. Somebody walked down this side here, and freaking bullet. I seen a deer came out, and I seen the guy walking. And sure enough, boom! You can. It's probably on video too. You can hear the bullet.
No shit.
Well, we were.
It wasn't us. We're over at
No, the first shot wasn't hit because half a mile later it was still way up in the air. It sounded like a hit. I know it sure sounded like it.
It did ever.
Yeah.
Though the men denied involvement, their uneasy behavior hinted they knew more than they admitted. Darren was unharmed, but the sound of bullets passing by was chilling, especially since he was wearing bright orange and clearly visible. Convinced he was deliberately targeted, though unable to prove it, the incident permanently changed how safe he feels in the wild. And let this be a reminder: ordinary moments can turn life-threatening in seconds. You're about to see that exact shift happen in this next clip. Our first chilling account comes from a driver whose routine commute turned into a nightmare. Heading home one night, he captured a short but incredibly nerve-wracking video. This isn't just a clip. It's a raw, unfiltered glimpse into a moment of pure survival against nature's most formidable predator. It was late when he found himself staring into the eyes of a lion. The video, though only 30 seconds long, perfectly encapsulates the rush of adrenaline and primal fear as the man confronted this dangerous predator. He later recounted the terrifying experience, admitting that in that moment, he felt like his heart was about to leap out of his chest. His only recourse was to try and stay calm, not provoke the beast, and simply pray for luck. Thankfully, the lion eventually walked away, leaving the driver shaken but unharmed. While this man escaped with his life, the encounter serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable dangers that can lurk just beyond the safety of our everyday routines. What he encountered was completely unexpected. But what if the danger isn't an animal? What if it's a person who suddenly appears out of nowhere? Let's watch how it unfolds in the next clip. Meet Rob, the creator behind the YouTube channel Rob Outdoor. He's known for documenting his unique camping adventures in his camper van, often choosing unusual and challenging locations like cemeteries or remote farmland. His videos offer a glimpse into the thrill of the unknown, but one day he would discover just how unpredictable and unsettling these adventures could truly become, even in a seemingly ordinary parking lot. On an undisclosed date, Rob decided to switch things up. Instead of the wilderness, he chose to spend the night in a parking lot in the UK, a spot with a known reputation for certain nighttime activities.
Into stealth mode. We're right up against this sort of, oh god, here we go. I'm going to say right up against this here, it's a normal car park next to me. That's the drive you come in, and this was only a small car park. So that car there, single male occupant. Car next to it, guy just walking his dog, and the car next to that, single male occupant. And then there's a couple of empty cars here, which I assume are dog walkers. So, again, what are people doing here? What do people, if they're not, you know, I mean, what am I doing here, to be honest? What am I doing here? Oh, God. Anyway, what am I doing here? Yeah.
The challenge was meant to be lighthearted and entertaining, a simple observation of what might unfold. He navigated a rough, uneven road to reach the location, which already added a slightly eerie vibe to the journey. After a bumpy ride, he finally settled into the parking lot, unaware that the night would soon lose its humorous edge. Upon arrival, everything seemed calm. Rob began preparing dinner, but as he cooked, a strange incident occurred. An older man parked his car nearby, walked into the adjacent woods, and then stood there, suspiciously observing Rob's van.
Bloke in the van's just pulled up. He was parked there. He just drove off. He was parked there. He walked down there, and I was at the back there cleaning my stuff. In fact, I can still see a man there. See him? So that bloke walked down there and then walked behind my van where I was cleaning my stuff. Look at that bloke there, look. Trying to look in the back of my van. Look at him.
The man stood half hidden behind a tree, strategically peeking around it towards the van. It was clear he didn't want to be noticed, raising immediate questions about his intentions. After a moment of observation, Rob decided he couldn't ignore the unsettling behavior. He stepped out of his van to confront the situation. What followed was an incredibly awkward interaction.
Yeah, just well, yeah, just doing a bit of dinner, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. How about yourself, you alright?
Yeah. Just been having a day of them.
Yeah. Much about?
Not today, actually.
No?
No. Saw a couple, but always see some down to us relative.
Yeah. But, no, it's nice to do, isn't it? I'd say it's nice to get away, isn't it? Yeah. Just had a curry and
Sorry?
I've just had a curry and it seemed like a good idea at the time, but not so much anymore.
Yeah. It's clearing up this thing.
It is, it's a bloody, yeah. Wasn't not ideal, to be honest. But anyway.
You will. Well equipped anyway.
Well, try my best. So when the wife kicks me out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right, I better leave you to it.
Alright mate, no worries.
I'll have my dinner.
Have a nice evening.
And you.
Cheers, ciao. You can't tell me that's not weird. An Astra estate. Something tells me he'll be back. Something tells me he'll be back later on. But yeah, he was just hovering down here. He was hovering down here. This is where the other guy come. Now when I was trying to show you, I was in the back of the van, he was hovering here trying to look inside my van. And he stopped. And I'm not sure exactly what the camera picked up. I'm not sure what you could hear or not. But he said he'd just been deer hunting. Alright mate, that's what you call it. Well, he's driving off anyway, so.
Even if this encounter was ultimately harmless, its awkwardness was undeniable. Given the parking lot's reputation, it's possible the man was attempting to peer into the van, perhaps looking for a specific type of activity. Regardless, the behavior was deeply unsettling, and the strangeness didn't end there. Over the next few hours, Rob observed even more peculiar activities around him, slowly eroding his sense of safety.
That van's back. He was down here earlier on. Then he went and parked up there. Now he's just doing that again. So that's the third time he's done that. Look what's back, people. Look what's back.
A red van repeatedly circled back to the parking lot. Not just once or twice, but more than 5 times. Almost as if the occupants were scouting or checking on something, or someone. At this point, the repeated passes shifted from coincidence to clear intention. Rob eventually decided to call it a night, but just as he was about to settle in, the same van returned again, honking its horn before finally driving off. This series of events alone would have prompted most people to pack up and leave. Yet, Rob chose to stay and complete his challenge, somehow managing to sleep through the rest of the night. But what was truly happening in that parking lot? The older man's behavior was already strange and suspicious. Was he looking for something or someone specific? Perhaps a woman? And had he done this before? Such behavior is deeply unsettling, and no one would feel comfortable with someone like that lurking around. As for the red van, their intentions remain a mystery. So as you can see, you always need to stay aware of your surroundings. And in the next video, you'll see exactly why that matters. In a terrifying moment captured on film, a man named Saddam found himself in a life-or-death struggle against an enraged wild rhinoceros right in the middle of a road. A nearby resident, filming the shocking scene, was powerless to intervene as the tragic situation unfolded before their eyes.
Hey! Yalla, dice, tu tamarse. Hey! 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 Hey!
The enraged rhino chased Saddam across an open field, eventually catching and fatally trampling him as bystanders watched helplessly. The tragedy shocked viewers, many questioning why he didn't seek higher ground instead of running. Though the exact circumstances remain unclear, the incident stands as a stark reminder of how unpredictable and deadly wildlife encounters can be. But it's not just wildlife encounters you need to worry about. Sometimes running into the wrong person can be even more terrifying. This horrifying experience is captured by Doug, a YouTuber you might recognize from his channel, Fear Fanatics. Doug is no stranger to outdoor adventures, whether it's searching for mythical creatures like Bigfoot, spending the night in haunted locations, or simply enjoying the peace of nature on a camping trip. Typically, he is joined by friends, but this time, Doug decided to take things up a notch and decided to venture out alone. It's November 16th, 2024, a cold, rainy winter evening. But the dreary weather doesn't deter Doug from heading out on an adventure. His destination? East Fork State Park in Ohio, a forest he's visited a few times before. But little did he know that this experience would make him vow never to return to that forest again. As night falls, Doug decides to venture into the forest, hoping that the late hour will ensure he's the only one there. Armed with his camera, he begins documenting his experience. After parking his car, he sets off along a trail, searching for the perfect camping spot for the night. But less than 5 minutes into his exploration, he encounters a chilling sign that he is not truly alone in the woods.
Okay, there's the light, guys. I'm gonna turn my light off. Do you see that light? Now, I don't know if that's, I'm so glad it's back on. I don't know if that's a street light. If that's a street light, I'm gonna feel like a fool. But I swear to God, it was off not too long ago, and now it's back on. And I don't really know what I should do. I feel like it's moving, but it could be the leaves on the trees just like swaying and like making it appear to be moving if it's a street light. But I'm gonna keep, and it looks like it's getting brighter, bro. This is freaking me out because I'm in the middle of the woods, dude. I'm gonna have to go down there though, because this is the way to the first sight, and I swear it's moving, bro. I'm thinking there could be somebody camping down here. Because it is free. It's free camping, guys. And the only thing I'm worried about is like I don't want them to think I'm sneaking up on them if it's somebody, because that could freak them out, you know? And it's because, like I said, it's 1:30 in the morning. But I think you guys can see that light. I just don't know if it's like an actual, there's no street lights out here in the park. That's what's freaking me out, guys. I'm gonna keep going, I guess.
A light shining faintly deeper in the woods. At first he assumes it might be a streetlight or maybe another camper, but then he remembers how far he is from the nearest road. Why would a streetlight be visible here? The thought unsettles him, but Doug, being the fearless adventurer he is, decides to investigate. He presses on, heading straight toward the light. Yet, just as he draws closer, the light suddenly vanishes.
The closer I get to it, the further far away it looks, bro. This is so weird. This is not the way to start a solo camp, dude. This is what I was talking about in my live, that I didn't want to get something in my head and not be able to get it out of my head. So I'm gonna sneak closer. All right, so the light that was up there is now gone again.
Doug freezes. He's now certain it wasn't a streetlight. Was it another camper who saw his flashlight and turned theirs off to stay hidden? The unsettling possibilities race through his mind. Not wanting to give away his position, Doug switches off his flashlight and carefully chooses a trail, heading deeper into the woods to find a camping spot, not knowing what awaits him.
All right, guys, so this is like, it's a big clearing and the trail is like right behind me. It goes both directions, this way and this way. So if you're allowed to camp off the trail, like I told you before, as long as you don't make a fire. So what I'm gonna do is, I like this spot because it's up on top of this like hilly area, and nobody, well, I don't think anybody would come up this way, even if they saw the tent, which I don't think they would see. It's pretty far down. So I'm gonna put my tent right here, get that going, and then I'm very tired, like I said before. It's still raining. I can't wait to get this tent up and get inside and just like lay down and get this backpack off.
After an hour of walking through the eerily dark forest, Doug finds a suitable spot to set up his tent. Exhausted from the long trek, he's eager to get to bed as soon as possible.
It's very quiet here, guys, like eerily quiet. The only thing I can hear is the rain hitting the leaves on the ground and the tent now. But I'm like in the middle of the woods. The good thing is I have a couple extra lights and stuff, and I think I'll be fine. So I'm gonna climb in and then talk to you guys for a little bit.
The tent is fully set up, and the rain begins to intensify. Dan grabs his camera to show his viewers the surroundings. While filming, a sudden, eerie feeling washes over him, as though he's being watched. Trying to shake off the unease, he crawls into his tent, hoping for a peaceful night's sleep.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep, or try to anyway. All right, so good night. Wish me luck.
As Dan lies in his sleeping bag, he wraps up his vlog and decides to call it a night, exhausted from the long day. Little did he know, sleep would elude him.
I thought I heard footsteps. I'm gonna turn my light. I do. I hear footsteps. There's something outside my tent. I can see a light.
Just as Doug is about to drift off, the sound of footsteps outside his tent jolts him awake. At first, he brushes it off, thinking it might be an animal, but then a flashlight cuts through the darkness.
There is somebody over there with a flashlight. They walked right by my tent, and now they're on down the trail. Oh my goodness, bro. My heart is beating so fast right now.
Peeking out, Doug sees a person wandering along the trail with a flashlight in hand. The haunting question fills his mind. Could this be the same light he saw earlier? He decides to sit back in his tent, straining to listen and hoping the footsteps will fade away. But they don't. Instead, they grow louder, drawing closer once again.
Oh, I do see somebody outside. Okay. See, this is not right, dude. Like, if he is just gonna keep sneaking around here.
Doug knows he has to act. He steps out of his tent, his own flashlight cutting through the night. He calls out to the stranger, trying to figure out who they are and why they're here. But the man with the flashlight doesn't respond. Instead, he stares at Doug for a moment before suddenly turning and running away. Doug knew he wasn't safe out there.
You guys saw that. I'm not staying here. If he wouldn't even answer me, and he came back and like was just standing there, and then he took off running. I'm getting my shit. I'm getting the fuck out. Excuse me. I'm getting my stuff, and I'm getting the heck out of here.
Doug decides it's time to leave. Unsure of where the person went or what their true intentions are, he opts for safety over confrontation. Grabbing his gear, he begins making his way back through the dark, dense forest.
You know, I don't want to be followed out of here either, so I'm gonna be like a nervous wreck the whole way, and I don't want to use this my phone because to record the whole way, because I want to be able to call somebody if I need to. And my other phone died, the one that I was recording with, and the only one I have left now is this one. And I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I'm totally lost right now, bro. I'm kind of freaked out, but I'm gonna turn my camera off and just leave my light on, and then that way, if I need to use it, I can use it. But I've got this on my hand, and I'm ready to pull this bad boy out if I have to, because that was just very freaky. But I'll when I get off the trail, I will get back on here. So I'll be right back, guys.
Navigating through the dense rain-soaked forest, Doug stays on high alert, constantly scanning for any sign of the stranger. On edge, he pushes forward, determined to get out as fast as possible. After a tense half hour, he finally reaches the edge of the woods. Relieved, Doug jumps into his car and speeds home, sharing his thoughts with his viewers once he's safely inside.
But I just, I didn't feel comfortable sitting there in that tent under those branches. First of all, I know it was raining, and, it's very late, and I'm tired I'm tired, and, I just didn't feel comfortable going back to sleep, or even trying to go back to sleep, or, staying there any longer, because whoever that was with the flashlight on the trail obviously wasn't, he kept walking back and forth, and I'm like, what's this dude doing?
Even after returning home, Doug is haunted by the experience. Why was that person wandering near his tent? What were their intentions? These questions remain unanswered. But one thing is certain. Doug is grateful to have made it out safely and that the situation didn't escalate further. And that same goes for the man in the following video. This harrowing incident unfolds in the vast, untamed expanses of Russia, a land where humans often live in close proximity to formidable wildlife. Here, a farmer's daily routine can quickly turn into a life-or-death struggle, as one man recently discovered when he faced a threat unlike any other. A recent intense encounter left many on the edge of their seats, capturing the raw, unpredictable danger that farmers in these regions often face. The nearly 1 minute long video chronicles the moment a Russian farmer unexpectedly comes face to face with a massive wild bear.
Скотина! Куда лезешь? Шел сюда, бля! Шел сюда! Шел сюда, бля! Шел сюда!
It was a terrifying sight, where only his calmness and bravery stood between him and what could have been a devastating attack. The bear advanced menacingly, but the farmer stayed calm, gripping his weapon and holding his ground. In a tense standoff, the bear hesitated, then backed off. Seizing the moment, the farmer scared it away, escaping unharmed. Such encounters aren't uncommon in Russia, where living alongside powerful wildlife demands constant vigilance. His composure and quick thinking made the difference between life and death. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.